Thank you. Thank you, Honorable. Honorable members, thank you. Honorable the petitioners, our secretariat. We want to welcome all of you to this ad hoc committee sittings this day on a matter of petition against the county medical insurance cover, which in it is insurance from Trident Insurance Company. Before we proceed, let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of the society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to performance of the society of important trust in this republic. And the just government of the people, let your blessings to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to performance the society of important trust in the just government of the people. Let your blessings to behold with your abundant as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and the welfare of our county, and those of whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen. Thank you. In our constitution, article number 195. In our constitution, article number 195, a committee of the county assembly or any of its committees has powers to summon any person to appear before it for the purposes of giving evidence or providing information. For the purposes of clause 1, an assembly has the same powers as the High Court. 2, mark those ones as the High Court, High Court. 2, enforce the attendance of a witness and examine them on oath, affirmation or otherwise. Issue a commission or request to examine witnesses abroad. Thank you. On that note, we are going to introduce ourselves. I'm Honorable Isaac Churchill, MCA representing Soy, and the chair to this committee. Welcome.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Rebecca Magut. I represent Queenette Kapsusu Ward, Vice Chair of this committee.
Chair, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. I am Sarah Malel, member representing Kimumu, a member to this committee and the Deputy Speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Honorable Isaac Kirwa Kembo, MCA representing Kapsoya Ward, friend to this committee.
Hamjambo nyote. Majina yangu ni Mheshimiwa Francis Muyamwangi, kiongozi wa walio wachache katika bunge hili la Uasin Gishu, na pia mimi ni mwakilishi wa ward kwa jina Langas. Karibuni petitioners, muko mahali mnastahili. Asante.
Chair Ndolo protocol of
Mutai, special elect member of the committee.
Habari ya mchana. Mimi kwa majina ni Mheshimiwa Robert Green, nominated MCA, wakilisha watu walio na mahitaji maalum. Asanteni, petitioners karibuni, yote pamoja.
Jina langu ni Veronica Moro, nawakilisha jinsia, member wa hii kamati.
Thank you, Chairman. My name is Gilbert Chepkonga, MCA, Ainapko Lare Ward, and a member to this committee.
Honorable Chair, all protocol observed. Good afternoon.
I'm Amos Kiptanui, representing Rescos Ward, and I'm a member to this committee. Welcome all visitors.
Chair, honorable members and our guests, good afternoon. I'm Honorable Thomas Yego, representing the great people of Tarakwa, friend to this committee.
Good afternoon. I'm Honorable David Piwat Ketany. I'm a member of this committee, and I do represent Serkoit Ward. Thank you.
Julia Songok, member representing Chuyat, Tuluet Chuyat, and a friend to this committee.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Naomi Serem, representing Gender, a friend to this committee.
Good morning. My name is Honorable Rebecca Chero, friend to this committee.
Thank you. Our Secretariat.
Good afternoon. My name is Victor Bergen, committee clerk to this HADO committee.
My name is Julius Kirwa Sajinata.
I'm Elias Koech, research office.
My name is Audrey Leitich, legal counsel.
I'm Richard Koech, Sajinata.
My name is Emmanuel Talam, Sajinata.
Thank you. Thank you. We will now go to the petitioners, and who is the lead person? Thank you. Give the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and honorable members. Bona fide that we have in our county, that is Uasin Gishu County. My name is Isaac Kiptalam. I'm the chairman of Kenya County Government Workers Union, Uasin Gishu branch. At the same time, I'm the chair of the caucus of all unions in Uasin Gishu County. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Chair and honorable members, good afternoon. My name is David Martin. The branch secretary, the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, Uasin Gishu branch.
Chair and honorable members, I'm Dennis Cheruyot, Chairman, Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, Uasin Gishu branch.
Chair.
Proceed.
Chair, all protocol observed. My name is Glenn Kimutai. I'm representing nurses. I'm the branch secretary for Kenya National Union of Nurses.
Chair, honorable members, my name is Francis Chipun. I'm the chairman, Kenya Nurses Union.
Chair and honorable members, I'm Benta Okelo, a member of the Kenya National Union of County Workers.
Chair, all protocol observed. My name is Mukwana Wangwero. I'm the branch secretary, Kenya County Government Workers Union.
Chair, honorable members, my name is Winnie Tenai. I'm the treasurer, Kenya County Government Workers Union. I'm the treasurer, Uasin Gishu branch.
Chair, honorable members, I'm Caroline Kimutai, treasurer of Kenya National Union of Nurses.
Thank you. Thank you. Our petitioners. Secondly, we are going to affirm the oath of allegiance, not the oath of allegiance. The oath. Thank you. Thank you. So your submission to the chair. We'll need the people who will be doing the submission. Legal, can you get the people who will be doing the submission to take the oath of? The chair, who is in the lead? Thank you.
I, Isaac Kiptalam, do hereby solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give before this ad hoc committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Kiptalam, on behalf of your colleagues. Are you not represented by any legal counsel? You don't have a lawyer? You don't have a lawyer. Thank you so much. Having received your petition dated 10th September, requirements of consideration of a petition, we will give you a chance to submit, and I want to ask our secretariat to issue to members the files, if there is any files. Requirements for consideration of a petition. A petition.
Point of order, Chair.
What's not out of order, Honorable Chepkonga?
Thank you. Honorable Chair, I request for procedure that the petitioners who signed the petition, Honorable Chair, and that is Hassan Wangwero, Isaac Kiptalam, David Martin, and Clen Kemutai, do swear an oath.
Point of order, Honorable Member. You're out of order. You've asked Honorable Isaac Kiptalam on behalf. He is the lead person in the team to swear in. He has already sworn in. So proceed.
Maybe,
we proceed.
Chair, point of order. I don't know which provision provides for one of the representatives to take an oath
on behalf
of the rest. It can't be that, Chair. I want to agree with Honorable Chepkonga that the petitioners who appended their signatures on this petition do take that oath of
I'm listening to the mood of the House.
In addition to that, 4 is a small number. We would have finished with that. So that we move.
Chair, kindly.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm listening to the mood of the House, and I'm ruling that we have different people leading different departments within us. Legal, can you proceed to administer oath? One, order, Honorable Member, order. Start with Isaac Kiptalam. We have Hassan Wangwero of KC, representing KCGWU. Where is the mic? As we're waiting for the Quran, who is a Muslim within us, David Martin of KU Kuso.
I, David Martin, do hereby solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give before this ad hoc committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help me God.
Thank you. Clen Kemutai of KNUN.
Mimi Clem Kevin Kimutai naapa kwamba ushahidi nitakayotoa mbele ya kamati ya haddock itakuwa ni ukweli mtupu. Mungu nisaidie.
Yes. we can allow Hassan Waguero to raise his hand as he affirms.
Mimi Hassan Mukwana Wangwero naapa kwamba ushahidi nitakayotoa mbele ya kamati ya ad hoc committee itakuwa ya ukweli mtupu. Mungu nisaidie.
Thank you so much, Bwana Hassan. Secondly, we are going to get the requirements or consideration for a petition so that this assembly admitted your petition on the following grounds. That it must be unwritten or printed or typed. That means that it was typed and it is in a receipt. Must be in English or Kiswahili, it is in English. Must be free from alteration and interlineation in its text. At any one time, the petition in your possession, the petition in our possession, shall not contain statements that are not matching, because the members will be following it keenly. Must be addressed to the county assembly. We have seen the petition is addressed to the county assembly. Must have its subject matter indicated in every sheet if it consists of more than one sheet. So we've seen the subjects that were followed. Must indicate whether any efforts have been made to have the matter addressed by relevant body and whether there has been any response from that body or whether the response has been unsatisfactorily. So in this matter, it will come to your attention that in the proceedings, if it is found out that you have not addressed the respondent and in any manner, and you don't have any evidence to show that, then the petition will not stand in the report. So you must show that it must indicate whether any efforts, any other day, any other time since the insurance was given, that you did efforts to any department or the county government or any other entity, and there was no any feedback to that effect. Must indicate whether the issues in respect of which the petition is made are pending, are pending before any court of law or other constitutional or legal body. It must not be a life matter in any other entity, because this is has got the powers you had in the first, that it has got powers of that of High Court, and you cannot adjudicate a matter that is live in any other court or any other jurisdiction of that nature. So, must conclude with clear, proper, and respectful prayer, reciting the definite object of the petitioner or petitioners in regard to the matter to which it relates. So, you must have your prayer very clear. Must contain the names, address, identification numbers written directly onto the petition and posted, as said by the Honorable Member Chepkonga, so that we've light the heart of giving this evidence that your names must be indicated. And herein we have found that your names are well indicated. Must not have any letters, affidavits, other documents annexed to it unless the petition relates to the bill. So any other matter of ESA should not be contained unless it relates to the petition, this petition. Thank you. That is it. And honorable members, we will now invite the petitioners to take us through their petition by way of submission. And if there are any documents that are before you, we will request that you submit so that it will be following. Remember, we are live in the entire, all over the world. So we are live, remember that, and you're being followed. So any matter that you are giving, remember you are under oath. So thank you and welcome. Welcome, honorable members, as we continue.
It's good to come from you, Chair, also to assure them that as the county assembly, they are well protected by law, because they are doing it within the law, so that whenever they are giving any evidence, so long as there is no malice, and that's why they have taken oath, they should say it all, so that this committee can be in a position to do determination. Thank you.
Thank you. You've had it well. You are well protected. So you're welcome. You start. Talam, proceed with your submission, and if there is any evidence you want to give, I think we have a secretariat, they'll be getting it, and Sergeant at Arms, they'll be assisting you on anything. I am asking that water be provided in enough. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Chairman and honorable members. Before I proceed to read our petition, I want to register our sincere gratitude to this honorable House and confirm that indeed we felt motivated and energized the day that we came demonstrating. We received an exceptionally good welcome from honorable members. This was contrary to our expectations, and because of that, I take this wonderful and privilege to say thank you. Thank you so much, Chair. Number two, I want to reiterate or say that our group, the unions, we are non-political. Basically, our interest is only what touches on the workers. We know among the members of our unions, some of them has different opinions as far as politics is concerned. But I want to state before this honorable House that ours is a non-political entity. Every government that comes into place, we usually confirm and say that as unions, we are ready to work with the government of the day. So if there is anything that is contrary to that, I want to put it clearly before this House that that is not the unions that are represented here. Number three, our petition, we presume that it is only based on the contract that the Trident Insurance Company signed with our government, Uasin Gishu County government. Because, honorable members, this document, the contract, we tried to get access to it, but we were not able, despite the fact that Article 35 of our Constitution tells us that every person is entitled to get information. And one of these is the contract that was signed between Trident Insurance Company and our county government of Uasin Gishu. So having said that, honorable members, allow me to go through the petition.
Just to confirm to this House that you are not in receipt of any contract that was signed. Contractual terms, you are not.
I confirm, Mr. Chairman.
You are not in receipt.
We are not in receipt.
You have letters to that effect on requesting?
We try to request.
You have communication to that effect?
Actually,
written communications?
We didn't have a written communication, but we went verbally.
Proceed.
Yes. So, honorable members, the issue at hand, that is the county medical insurance cover, and for the interest of this case, the Trident Insurance Company, is a weighty matter as far as the workers of Uasin Gishu County is concerned. And as I will continue to read, it is something that has become a thorn in the flesh. And the climax of it all is the demonstration that we had on 10th, trying to register our displeasure, our dissatisfaction in the manner in which our employer has handled this matter. So this petition basically is addressed to the clerk, County Assembly, County Government of Uasin Gishu, of PO Box 100, stroke 30-100, Eldoret. Dear Sir, Ref, petition to address the county medical insurance cover, that is Trident Insurance Company. We, the undersigned, Kenya County Government Workers Union, Kenya National Union of Nurses, Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, are all unions representing about 4,500 workers of Uasin Gishu County Government working in different departments as enshrined in Article 4.1a of Labor Relations Act of 2007. We draw the attention of the County Assembly on the above mentioned insurance company, which won the tender to procure medical services of the Uasin Gishu County workers. That the Employment Act 2007, Section 34(1) states, and I quote, an employer shall ensure the provision of sufficient and proper medical care for its employees during illness and medical attention during critical or serious illness. In addition, honorable members, SRC circular dated 19th of December 2014 clearly indicated the correct limits on all the medical conditions that the employees are suffering from. The main challenges, as highlighted by workers, are exclusion of major health service providers within Eldoret City, namely Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, Life Care Hospital, and MTRH, among others. Pre-authorization, that's number 2, and communication to the insurance company by the service provider, which usually takes quite a long time. Number 3, introduction of sub-limits on all medical conditions, violating the SRC approved limits. Many of the said hospitals have blacklisted Trident Insurance Company in offering services with them. Those are the challenges that are facing this service provider. Number 3, that we as the representative of workers outline the following efforts made in mitigating the above named gaps. We have engaged verbally with the public service management leadership. We have made several written correspondences to the office of the County Secretary and His Excellency the Governor on the same matter. We have had one-on-one meetings with county management teams and His Excellency the Governor. We've visited the excluded major health service providers to find out on their current status on the same, namely Eldoret Hospital, Life Care, Real Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, among other facilities. We have had several phone calls with the management of Trident Insurance Company, just on the same matter. Number 4, honorable members, the matter raised in this petition is not pending before any court of law or any constitutional body. Number 5, therefore, your humble petitioners pray that the County Assembly should relook at the contract and determine, as per the clauses, that remedy and compare it with the issues raised by the petitioners. To compel or institute for a specific performance of the contract. To demand for the following hospitals to be included: that is Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, Life Care Hospital, and MTRH. 4, to call for immediate audit of money paid by the county government and the utilized money for payment by the insurance company. 5, compel the county government to reimburse the money used by the employees out of their own pockets in meeting medical services. Finally, County Assembly to terminate or rescind the contract and make recovery through performance bond. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yours faithfully, Isaac Kiptalam.
Thank you. And that is on behalf of the undersigned, the 4 of you.
Yes, sir.
And the entire union. Is there any other submission in terms of papers, evidence to this effect, to the what the allegiance?
Actually, before us, Mr. Chairman, is that we have our file indicated here with us, and this file contains evidences over the same.
Point of order, Chair. I think at this...
Yes, Honorable Muya.
Thank you, if granted. I think at this point in time, the petitioner they have read their petition, but I think they need to know that you want them to put more flesh
exactly
on whatever they have given, and they should know that they are protected by law. They are not against the law. They need to make their case strong, so that whoever who is wondering what we are doing here can get to know what is this that they are saying that, for example, introduction of sub-limits. You see, they need to give flesh to whatever they have put on a paper. Give them that free time, because there is no any other time. Maybe they will be called here. They need to utilize their time there before this committee. Thank you.
Let's say support your allegations with documents.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. I humbly accept that correction. Allow me, Mr. Chairman, to add some flesh as has been requested by Honorable Member Muya. We have said that the main challenges as highlighted by the workers as far as Trident Insurance Company is concerned.
As you proceed, let us recognize the presence of member representing Samba. I saw her coming in. Introduce yourself, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Mary Goretti Boroswa, member representing Kipsomba Ward. Welcome, our petitioners.
Member from Kipchamo, Cheptiret.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gilbert Koske, member representing Cheptiret Kipchamo. Welcome.
Member representing persons with...
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Honorable Regina Chumba. I represent persons with...
Thank you, Honorable Regina.
The place that we are in, the issue that we raised is not a new issue. I remember before the former regime, before their term came to an end, they gave us an insurance cover that is known by the name Samana Brokers Insurance Company. And as workers representative...
Maybe Chair.
Honorable Shah, what is it?
I'm requesting, Chair, that as he proceeds, can we have the documents that maybe the supporting documents as he proceeds?
And I'd ask you that submit. Do you have any document that you feel to share with this committee?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Still within your possession? You have
Yes.
not given out? Kindly submit to our Sergeant at Arms for transmission.
As they give, they need first of all, Chair, as you give direction, they need to relax There is no any other day you are here, maybe. And therefore, when you are being asked, don't give us like malaria tablets. Give us as enough information as possible, so that it will be, whoever will be presenting can make us refer to document X. Because this is a house of rules and procedures. We need to get, what do you have? Because we don't know. Therefore, kindly, don't measure what you are giving to this
Honorable
committee,
members,
so long as you don't go outside the
Honorable
scope what you're
members,
being
I
directed.
think for information, for your information, there is a file that has been submitted before our table, and it contains that only a single file. Can we ask that as they submit, they go and run the copies for members to have it? Will you allow them? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And
Maybe, Chair, before you give out for the copies to be produced, maybe you can give us, for us to know, what kind of documents are those, so that
it is, we will be given, he is starting to give the kind of documents. That is the submission. So as he is giving the documents one by one, he has copies, then the others are being run. Honorable members, can we allow them to proceed?
We allow, but though we always say that learning is a continuous process, but we have secretariat that are
Thank you, the Honorable
well
Chair.
known
Noted.
to all this. Let me finish.
Yeah, I know that.
Chair.
Yeah.
You know, these things we should not be repeating now and again. The secretariat ought to have made these people, made enough, because we can't compel them maybe to make the photocopy. We have enough resources in the assembly. By today, every member should be having a file. Therefore, kindly, Chair,
Noted.
these
Noted,
anomalies should
Honorable
stop.
Muya,
Thank you.
they have just submitted their documents today.
But what I'm saying...
Order, Honorable Muya, order. Let them run the documents. You'll be given.
Though you are saying order as if we are fighting,
we have understood.
but I'm trying to help you. Going forward, the secretariat, it is not the chair. They know what they are supposed to have done.
Thank you,
But I
Honorable
stand
Member.
guided.
Noted, Honorable Chair. Honorable Member. Thank you. Giptalam, proceed.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. We stand guided and we appreciate for that direction that you are giving us. Honorable members, for example, I've said about that the Act, the Employment Act 2007, Section 34, which is actually the law that is giving us the mandate to be given these medical services. And in addition to this, we have got SRC circular, which is dated 19th of December 2014, which is clearly indicating the correct limits on all the medical conditions that the employees are suffering from. And according to our evidence, we have cited it as H1. That's evidence H1, which is the circular from SRC. And it's unfortunate that actually we had labeled it and we were supposed to reach you, but together with us it is here, and we can provide it, Mr. Chairman. This is the evidence H1, and that is the SRC circular, which was issued as a guidance as far as medical services provision is concerned. So it is H1. The main challenges, as highlighted by workers, for example, exclusion of major health service providers within Eldoret City. For example, Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, Life Care.
Yes. For you, as Honorable Member said, that you give enough information.
Yes.
In that, when you say H1, SRC gave us the scope of cover. You say it covers to this extent. But on this matter of Trident, we've been covered to this end. And you proceed so that we get a difference.
Thank you, sir.
And again, Chair, I think before the
Honorable
interruption...
Wait for, be given the floor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Before the interruption from Honorable Moya, there is something that Kiptalam was almost saying, that in the previous government, we were given a cover known as, and then it stopped there. Kindly. Yeah, maybe he has skipped that.
Chair.
And
Let
maybe
the-
how
order,
it was-
Honorable. Let me ask for continuous submission. Honorable members, note your concerns. Honorable Moya did not interrupt. I ruled that out. He was on a point of order. He did not interrupt the procession, the submission. Kindly let me ask that allow the petitioner,
Point of
the lead petitioner, to submit, and then we will give our notes. Take notes,
Point
honorable
of
members. Take notes, honorable members, please.
Yes, but point of order.
On what, honorable member?
Which is provided in the standing orders.
Which?
I'm not fighting you, Chair. You know, I know you are very...
Can you mention what you want, honorable member?
Yes, I want to say this. Having, you know, we have kept on interrupting them because of one anomaly, that they want to be mean with the information, and it's for their own good. And if you feel as the chair that they are not ready, because it will disadvantage this committee when we go to the findings. If they need a session to be guided on how to present the petition, so that even we get even this file, so be it. So that, because they might think that they have done it, and they give a substandard.
Order, honorable member.
I'm finishing.
Order, honorable member. I rule you out of order. We are not the petitioners to guide them, honorable member. It is them, I read very well, the threshold that they must attain for their petition, for the report to come in. So let them submit as they are. They know what it entails. And we stated it very clearly. So as a house, we are not the petitioners. We are listening for their prayers.
Maybe
order, honorable members. So allow them submit, please, honorable members. Yes, uninterrupted, please.
Can I continue, Mr. Chairman?
Continue where you are.
Thank you so much. I'm a little bit lost. Can I talk of the manner that I wanted to talk, or I go ahead and...
Proceed, and then you will come to a manner later.
Thank you.
Proceed on the subject matter. That
Thank
is why in our petition rules, we say that address the subject matter.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
not
you, Chairman.
annex anything out of that.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I said the challenges as we highlighted. For example, I was giving an example of exclusion of major health service providers within the Eldoret, and the topmost facilities are Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, Life Care Hospital, and MTRH. Just to mention, but we have got evidence in H2A, H2B, which is giving us the list of facilities that are meant to serve the workers of Uasin Gishu County, vis-a-vis the list of the facilities that have been provided by Uasin Gishu County government. So when you look at the two lists, you compare and contrast. Honorable members, you find that the difference is so big. They have omitted these big facilities, which has got specialities inside them. And because of this, it has disadvantaged workers. So you'll go through this evidence, H2A and B. But in the tender document, page 85, 86, and 87, you find that these facilities are clearly listed as the beneficiaries. Number two, the issue to do with pre-authorization and communication to the insurance company by the service provider. We have said that the challenge is that most of the time they take quite a long time. For example, you go to an hospital, the hospital cannot attend to you until they get communication from the service provider. And for that case, it is Trident Insurance Company. This one has made most workers to wait for long. And as you know very well, that the conditions or the diseases that we usually go to hospitals, they don't wait. So they need urgent attention. This violates the provisions of the tender document as well as the contract signed between Uasin Gishu County Government and Trident Insurance Limited. The insurer is supposed to meet the parameters set in the tender document, and this includes fast processing of the authorization sent from the service providers. This indicates that the Trident Insurance Company is in breach of the contract. Hence, something should be done about this company. So they are breaching the fact that they are supposed to process, authorize within the shortest time possible. Number 3, introduction of sublimits in all medical conditions violating the SRC approved limits. Medical limits are provided for in the SRC circular dated 19 December 2014. Ref number SRC/TS/CGOVT, the public officer serving in the county government. What are the limits? For example, Mr. Chairman, those workers who are within the bracket of job group R&T, the inpatient annual cover limit is 2 million. Outpatient annual cover limit is 250,000. Maternity annual cover limit is 150,000. Dental cover limit is 30,000. Optical cover annual limit is 35,000. That is an example. Job group K to Q, 1.5 inpatient, 200,000 outpatient, 100,000 maternity, 30,000 dental cover. Optical cover annual limit is 25,000. Job group G to J, inpatient is 1 million, outpatient 150,000, maternity 75,000, dental cover 30,000, optical cover 15,000. Job groups A to F, 750,000 inpatient, 100,000 outpatient, 50,000 maternity annual cover, dental cover is 30,000, optical cover is 15,000. Now we go to our evidence. H3. This evidence, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, it is indicated County Government of Uasin Gishu Public Service Management, minutes of the Implementation Committee on Staff Medical Insurance, Financial Year 2024-2025, meeting held on 12th of August 2024 at County Chambers from 3 p.m. The agendas at that time was report from the Tender Committee, implementation status of the staff medical cover, recommendations, and AOB. My attention goes to minutes 2, that is implementation status of the staff medical cover. And I will read number 2 of that, which is saying that on Friday, 9th August 2024, the patient who is a child, name withheld, to principal members who are both our staff, visited Life Care Hospital for treatment, which required an operation. The total cost was Kenya shillings 200,000, but the insurance approved only 110, leaving a balance of 90,000. Despite the inpatient limit for both parents being 1.5 million each. The patient was turned away from the hospital despite the county intervening on the matter. Failure to facilitate treatment goes against Section 14 of the contract, which states that all services, including chronic and pre-existing condition, shall be fully covered. Honorable members, that one only tells us that actually this company, in its early stages of implementation, had violated some of the terms of engagement. Number 4, many of the said hospitals have blacklisted Trident Insurance Company in offering services with them. I think, Mr. Chairman and honorable members, it was our submissions from the investigations that we did visiting these facilities. It was our submission that Trident Insurance Company has no capacity to offer services of the magnitude of Uasin County employees.
Isaac. You said it was blacklisted by, said some companies. Kindly name the companies, then you give your a few, because you said has been from your finding blacklisted. Which are the companies? Which are the hospitals, facilities? So just mention what you have.
This statement is saying many of the said hospitals have blacklisted Trident Insurance Company in offering services. The hospitals that we've mentioned is 1, Eldoret Hospital, 2, St. Luke Hospital, 3, Topil Hospital, 4, MTRH, 5, which is the latest, and this Life Care had accepted to provide the services, but they reached a point and they realized no, so they stopped. So one of them is Life Care, and Real also had stopped initially, but I don't know what transpired until they accepted to take in. So all these hospitals that we visited, they were saying Trident has got no capacity. And this was evidenced by the fact that they had a lot of money owing this company. Mr. Chairman and honorable members, recently, Kisii County, through Honorable Onyonka, Senator, wrote a letter, comprehensive letter, to EACC complaining about Trident Insurance Company, because I think Trident also was given the tender in Kisii County, and the letter is annexed in our evidence H4A. So that letter is, if I may read, partly, request for investigation on Trident Insurance medical schemes to Kisii County government employees. This is a letter by Honorable Onyonka, who is the senator of Kisii County, complaining on the behalf of the many employees. And he says it is now emerging that Kisii County employees and their dependents can't access medical services, as most hospitals have suspended offering services to clients insured by Trident Insurance Company Limited. The hospital's management cite non-payment of claims as one of the main reasons for the suspension. Honorable members and the chairman, through our research, I think we have tried to put something on evidence H4B, that we've gone through the internet and we've tried to find out more about this Trident Insurance Company. And to our findings, we find that Trident is actually among the companies that have been listed as non-compliance because of not adhering to the rules of IRA regulations. And because of that, according to our investigations, we have found out that Trident is among the company that actually have been questioned severally. They have been given fines, and even after having given penalty to pay, the Trident has gone ahead and refused to work according to the IRA. One thing that we are still looking for is to find out if they have been blacklisted by IRA. That is something that it is ongoing. We are still yet to find out that way. But clearly this shows that this company actually has never shown prudence in its engagement. And that is why, Mr. Chairman, based on all those few challenges that we have faced with this company, that is why we have said that actually it is upon this house to rescue these employees of a good Uasin Gishu County. Actually, we have tried to do a lot of things in attempting to mitigate the gaps. Number one, Mr. Chairman, I wanted to say that previously, because of the history that we had, we made clear in our correspondence with the county government of Uasin Gishu, saying that, you know, next time when you reach a point of wanting to procure another medical service provider, kindly ensure that the members or the workers are involved. You know, there's something that we call public participation. And we requested and we said, we, the representative of the workers, it will not cost anything if you can call us to come and sit down together and put our heads together so that we can get a good medical cover for our employees. But Chairman and honorable members, this thing has been done in secrecy. We only learned about Trident when it was awarded the tender. And even before we went ahead to find out what type of a company it was, challenges had already emerged. Members were already complaining. So instead of even us finding out what type of an insurance company is this, already challenges were facing us. And for that reason, we said we need to listen to what our members are saying, and we listen to them. We try to engage the membership, the county government of Uasin Gishu. When we got the complaints, we started engaging these service providers one by one. We started going to Eldoret Hospital. We went to St. Luke. And by the time we were reaching Real Hospital, we were convinced that actually something should be done urgently. And for that reason, we took it upon ourselves and we went round looking for His Excellency, the Governor. Unfortunately, we were able to find him. We had a sitting with him. We discussed at length, and we told him we are not seeing this Trident get
Is it unfortunately or fortunately?
Fortunately.
Chair.
Fortunately.
Just Chair.
Honorable Amos, what is it?
I want to request that while they are making their submission, if they have the dates that they actually...
Remember, you are unanswered and you are live, so the answered report writing requires detailed. Okay. So if you visited the governor, you must give the dates and venue.
And also the number of delegation that you went to see.
Exactly.
This office, please.
On the same, to make it even sound better, many a time when a delegation goes to meet anybody in the county executive, there is an attendance,
an appointment,
attendance register, and if they were wise enough to have taken even minutes of what they discussed.
Exactly.
If they have, they can submit.
I think you have your secretary with you. Yeah, and I think he must have been taking some minutes.
Chair, to add just on what the members are contributing in terms of evidence, is that when you say you went to Real, you went to Topil, you went to where?
When was that?
When was that? Was there minutes? Was there pictorial evidences? Was there a response in communication from that facility telling you that, sorry, we are not handling your case because your insurance has issues with that? Are there those documents? You know, here, we are not here to discuss feelings. We are not here to discuss whether you are given tea or not. We want, our interest here is, did you go on Wednesday 14th? Is there evidence to that effect? Was there a response from that facility? If you met the governor, was there an attendance list? Is there an evidence of any pictorial evidence that to tell us that you met? Those are what.
Thank you, honorable member. I think for the sake of time, let us. That is a very serious concern. That's a very serious concern.
Chair, please let them know that this is not the end. The evidences that you've submitted today is not the end of it. You can
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. You want to guide them? Proceed with the precision.
Okay.
Proceed with precision. What am I saying? When you say you visited the governor on this date, and this was the deliberation, you have your writings on that. Your secretary must be having it. If you went to Medill, if you went to any other hospital, you must state the dates, because we are inquiring into a matter. And when you are inquiring, we will refer to that day, and you might be asked to call the other entities. So if they disown you, then your petition will be jeopardized. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Proceed with
Thank you
precision.
so much, Mr. Chair and honorable members. I want to say that as unions, we usually do what we call diplomacy. And diplomacy, many other times, you don't need to have minutes or to write anywhere. When the diplomacy fails, that is when now you commit yourself through writing, that actually we met you on this particular day, but the meeting of His Excellency, the Governor, we were three. That is myself, the chairman, we have the secretary, Wangwero, we have the treasurer, Winnie, and we have a member called Okoyo. We were four of us, and I think, Mr. Chairman, we took a photo. So that photo, with the time, we can produce it to show that actually we met with His Excellency, the Governor. What happens? The Governor gave us timelines, and he said, I'm going to take action within how many days, members? Wangwero and Winnie?
Yes, Honorable. Antich. Just take the dates from Ongwero, the dates.
Yes, I think we shall confirm the dates. Look at the photos that we took.
Honorable Chair, I'm worried about the approach of the petitioners. And Honorable Muya was trying to guide that they should have a watertight petition in one way or another. I'm worried about their petition because one, they mentioned, Honorable Chair, that they do diplomacy. Now, when diplomacy fails, then they should go to the paperwork. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, I thought, Honorable Chair, they moved very fast and they skipped some other steps because they did diplomacy. They should have done the paperwork. They should have done the follow-up because we are almost the last option in terms of this petition. Before court, this is the last option. And I'm worried, Honorable Chair, that we shall not allow anything to do with diplomacy.
Yeah.
Because anything that does not have any paperwork and communication.
Thank you,
does
Chair.
not. And lastly, Chair, I've noted that.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Honorable Chair, maybe my last.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We are taking in, the Secretary is taking in notes.
Sure.
And you note the threshold of the committee.
Yes.
They'll retreat to see whether they are meeting the threshold.
Yeah. Maybe lastly, they made some contact with the governor.
Yes.
And they were promised, verbal promises. You know, we cannot rely on such.
That is it. Proceed with precision. Eh?
Thank you so much, honorable members, through the chair. I've said that after meeting with the governor, he gave us a promise of within 1 week, he was to take actions, which I think he didn't. There was no action forthcoming. And on 30th of August 2024, we wrote a letter to His Excellency the Governor. This one is Annex 2. We wrote a letter to His Excellency the Governor, reminding him of the challenges that were persistent. That one is in Annex 2. Annex 2. This is the letter that we wrote to His Excellency the Governor. As I said, Mr. Chairman, after engaging His Excellency the Governor, it was important now to remind him that, you know, we talked over this issue, and so far there is no action done. So this was to remind him that we are still reminding you that there is still action which needs to be taken. So unfortunately, there was no action, and this inability to do something is what led us into having the demonstration on 10th.
Any other submission? Or you are done?
I think I was trying to say that actually we've done a lot of things to ensure that we mitigate these challenges, looking forward for an amicable solution, but all was in vain.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable Chepkonga.
He has committed to share with us the picture that he was in a meeting with the governor, and there is a letter reminding the governor that he needs action, and there is the demonstration that we all witnessed. To that extent, I'm okay. I'm interested in the engagement with the healthcare facilities. I am interested with that. Do you have evidences of engagement with them, their responses, correspondence? With the governor, with the petitioning the governor, to that extent, I am okay. I'm interested on the other side.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I think according to our evidences, we got receipts that have been paid by the affected members as indicated in Annex 4. And Annex 4, I think the Annex 4, yes. That is receipts that our workers went ahead to paying the money for their own after these facilities declined to accept Trident. Secondly, Mr. Chair, the issue at hand is very, 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 I don't know, it is, these facilities actually fear very much to give us, to commit themselves. In fact, a few minutes before coming here, we were in Eldoret Hospital and St. Luke. So we told them, why are you not able to give us services through Trident? They gave us a lot of reasons. Then we told them, commit yourself, show to us why you are not able to do it. But we waited, and they were not able to give us.
There were no commitments.
Yes.
Proceed. Do you still have submissions? Because we...
I think those are few remarks, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
Unless
you.
now I give members, if you allow me.
Yes, you're allowed to, to my
before-
co-chair,
yes.
to my vice chair. Please
Before
let
he
my
moves
vice chair move.
to somebody else. You said in this list of staff that added their own money so that they can be charged. When was this done? Because I am seeing Madison. Madison is the insurance you're using now?
No.
The last one?
Trident is the insurance we are using currently.
Trident, you are using the current one?
Yes.
The one you are petitioning is Trident?
Trident, yeah.
But the list you have given us here is for Madison. That means even the last insurance, they were not doing the right work, isn't it?
Yes.
So I would have liked you people to give us the current for Trident. Because this one, the contract is over. We will use it at a later stage in comparison of what we are going to discuss. But I would have liked Talam, you to give us that one from Laureate Life Care. There was another one in Palm Care. Give us a report of that one, which is the recent one, for this new financial year.
And for the matter of Trident, not any other.
Not any other.
Any other,
other insurance.
service provider.
And maybe, Chair, a very humble request. We want to know from the petitioners, when was this insurance award given to this company? When was it awarded? Or when was it supposed to have began offering that service?
I think to answer Madam Vice Chair, we got the beneficiaries from the tender document. Tender document is where they get all the beneficiaries and how they negotiate with every incoming service provider. For example, Trident, they get the service providers from the tender document. If it is Amana, if it is Madison, they usually get these facilities from the tender document. So usually the facilities remain the same most of the time. Because
so you are telling us the facilities remains the same?
yes,
That means the users of the insurance do put their interest where they're supposed to be given service.
exactly.
Like, let me use it to be like the BQs. No, you cannot do a procedure
Outside.
when you don't know what you need.
Exactly.
So you must do a research on which hospitals are you supposed to get service.
Yes, yes.
In this matter, the same hospitals that you have been using before
Yes.
is what you expected to be given.
That is correct.
Unfortunately, you got the list of these other, starting from Real, Aga Khan to Rafa, isn't it? This one. I'm talking about this.
So after complaining,
Yes.
now the county government was able to give this list that currently
These are the
these are the list.
facilities
These are the
you are
options.
supposed
These are the options that you
to
have to
visit.
use.
Now, there is this question Honorable Amos asked about when did you start using the Trident? When was the insurance active? Because the financial year was ending in June, and I believe in July you're supposed to be starting another. So when did the contract start?
So according to the document that we have, it has started working from 22nd of July, 2024. 22nd of July.
July
Yes,
2024.
2024.
And in your opinion, the first patient that enjoyed that service was served when?
Actually, we cannot ascertain on the period because it is something that we get complaint based on who is complaining. So we were not able to sample the whole workers to know exactly how many people. But we usually get the complaints when.
That means that
So,
your
Chair-
order, honorable member. That means your complaint starts from 22nd July
22nd
coming
July. Yes.
to date.
Yes.
Okay. 2, you said you complained and they gave you other options. When was that given? Those other options, what was, when did those other options commence?
I think it was from the word go because these big hospitals never accepted. They didn't accept anything to do with treatment.
Isaac, you are getting my question. You complained at what time, and what was the dates you are given other options, so that these Rafa, so that we can really get that after you complained, somebody acted, but did not give you the real things you wanted.
I think after our demonstration, Real came into this the arena. After we demonstrated, that was on 10th. On 10th, yes.
After 10th.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Honorable Member,
Chair.
Vice Chair, proceed.
Are you done? There was something you was asking.
I thank you, Madam Chair, for catching my eye. So, after demonstrations is when Real came in.
Yes.
Any other facility that came in after?
Actually, among the major facilities, there is none.
Thank you. And if through our engagement, because we will go there, if we get a new entrance into that cover, assuming maybe if Eldoret Hospital comes on board, if MTRH comes on board, if Top Hill comes on board and St. Luke, if tomorrow we are told they are all...
Honorable Chepkonga, that is part of their prayer. In their prayer...
The question is, Chair,
yes,
the question is...
give the question itself.
The question, if we will, those hospitals will be on board tomorrow, will you be happy?
Honorable Chair and Honorable, let me answer this question and say that we may appear to be a happy lot. However, our fear still remains on the issue of the supplements. As we've heard before in our testimony, that a patient was treated at a cost of 200,000 at Life Care. But at the end of the day, the company paid only 110,000. So making the patient now cough the 90,000. So the supplement issue still stands.
Martin, when was that, the difference, when the client paid the difference of 90,000? Please, can you provide that evidence?
Yeah, the date is indicated as 9th of August.
Okay.
9th of August.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So, any other submission as we proceed? Any other supportive document or submission?
I am requesting, Chairman.
Just a minute, I'm asking that so that I come back to members. Is there any other submission? You don't have any other submission? We will, let me go back to members so that if they have any question, like I have seen Honorable Chepkong, and then we come to the Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Chairman. The place that I had asked you to go, the facilities, your engagement.
Honorable Member, when did you ask that?
I had asked them, Honorable
When, member? In written?
I had asked them that I was okay with the path they went with the executive.
Okay.
Now, I wanted to engage them on the path they went with the facilities offering medical care to our dependents, to those who depend upon us. And in this case, do you have a list of patients who the insurance did not cover their medical fee? Do you have a list of them? Number two, do you have a correspondence, written response from those facilities that, sorry, we will not accommodate you in our facility because we don't have good terms with Trident? Do you have? And the last one, Honorable Chair, is that have you engaged? Because I'm worried that you may be sick in Mombasa. Will we transport you from Mombasa to Eldoret to enjoy that medical cover? Or what other hospitals will accommodate you outside Uasin Gishu? Because this cover, you are not static. You operate within the Republic. So I've tried listening to you and to get an issue arising from Kaptagat, Kapsabet or Kisumu, an incident happening in Nakuru or anywhere outside Uasin Gishu. Do you have something of that nature?
I think they have got it. They've got your sentiments. Honorable DS, so that you answer, and then you come to Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. First and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the petitioners for having found time and see it wise that they engage the body who are doing the oversight. And in the substance matter before this house this evening, Honorable Chair, is matter concerning the workers of Uasin Gishu County Government. Honorable Chair, as I take my case to appreciate the petitioners, and from the day they came presenting their petition to this Honorable House, Honorable Chair, I wanted a very clear, well-demarcated, and the real substantive issues concerning the company in question that was awarded to provide services to the workers of Uasin Gishu County Government. As we sit here this afternoon, the delegation, who are representing the 4,000 plus workers of Wazingishu County government, I want you to be very precise and very direct. Do you have an issue with Trident as a company? Do you have any vested interest? Because by the time you started going through the hospitals, trying to find out, I don't know whether you were suspicious from day one, because I've had you taking us through on how you were concerned from day one on the service provider. Remember, we are in a situation where that Wazingishu County is an equal opportunity entity that can give any service provider or award anything to anyone who is capable of providing service or whatever. I love what honorable members just told you about today. How many months are we talking about that you are under this cover? How many months? How old are you?
Almost 2 months.
How many cases, the way you have been told, that you can present to this house that these are the cases, and we can see from here now, we might not continue engaging this. I know we are coming from a background where you have gone through hell. And maybe you, when once bitten, twice shy. And maybe you are trying to get out from the challenges that you are coming from, not entering into another deep hole. And we would have expected that you define and provide them that we have this worker working with us from this department and what have you, because these are facts now that we are laying directly to the committee. It is no longer a cover-up. In fact, the naming of those patients, because you are the users, you are the consumers of the service, and you had every right to be consulted on what you needed to consume. That one we don't disagree, but I want you to build your case. Build your case strongly, the way honorable member had requested you earlier on. Place this issue that we have this number of cases, and there is no harm even in referring that from where we were coming from, these were the challenges, and again we are seeing we are entering into these challenges in the subject matter that we are debating in this afternoon. So, Chair, if maybe time was short that we invited our petitioners, I feel that they still have a room to build this case if they can be given time.
Honorable Chair, for your information, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for your information, the petitioners are still time. There are things they have highlighted on matters public participation. They were not involved. We are still communicating to get facts. On matters limits of the cover, where they have been reduced to some quota. On matters SRC, on several matters, there are several matters that they have given their votes on that were not adhered to, and we have had it. We will further continue communicating with you so that you put more flesh on that in a detailed manner as said by the member, so that you have a very serious, tight case in that manner. We will consider as house depending on what you submit. We don't produce on our own our evidence, but we will research also on those institutions on what is transpiring with Trident Company. So, members,
Chair,
Honorable Isaac.
Yeah,
so that
thank you for the direction you have given us, and in addition, so that they can come up with a detailed document, because workers having the service provider, you have mentioned the Trident. I heard you talked something about Kisii County Government and the Senator for Kisii inquiring about the capacity of this Trident. And you have mentioned severally that this service provider doesn't have capacity, according to your papers you have laid. As you go and make more research about it, kindly, for the benefit of the assembly and for the public, and for 4,000 people you are representing, you can go and make a comparison between this Trident and the former service provider you had then, that the former service provider, they were providing to certain extent, to certain limit. These are the hospital they were covering, but now coming to this one, they have limitation A, B, and C for us to make an informed decision and a way forward, because Assembly is an independent body. We see things on merits and demerits, and we go by facts, not just hearsay. You should also be in a capacity to demonstrate clearly that this service provider maybe or might have been raided by, you talked of IRA, Independent Regulatory Authority, Insurance Regulatory Authority. Make us also in terms of documentary and evidence that the insurance has said this service provider has defaulted in County A, County B, and County C, so that as we retreat as County Assembly and make determination, we have some basis in law. Thank you, Chair.
Representing Langas, Honorable Muya.
Chair, first of all, I want to say that.
And as Honorable Muya is coming in, do not be worried. Your petition met a threshold the moment you are given a communication to appear before this. Yeah, so there's no worry.
Thank you, Chair. I had a lot of energy, but somehow deflated. As it has been highlighted by an Honorable Deputy Leader of Majority seated next to me, it seems what I expected out of a petition which I saw to be very vital and very important to the great employees of Fasing Issue, the presenters maybe thought it's just a matter of either the normal submission, or maybe they expected is the way they went around and they expected to come and present the same case here, and I want to tell them that is not how we conduct business here. We had other business, but because we saw this matter to be a very dear and urgent matter to be handled, because matters health is very important. We can't have a workforce that feels that they are not taken care of, and we expect good results as a county. And that's why this Honorable House did due diligence to come up with this able task force to look into and to investigate, so that we can even save some lives. But the presenters are going below par. Why am I saying so? You are read what the law says, that a county assembly is equated to a sitting of a high court. If members of this petition or the petitioners have ever gone to a court of law, they know very well that whoever alleges must do what? Give evidence and proof. That should sink into their heads, that as a county assembly, as honorable members, we don't want to hear hearsay. We don't want to say that we just went, and we deal with documented evidence. That one should sink into your head. You might be having a case, but if you are not well prepared, through the chair, we'll be wasting our time here. I'm sorry to say that. Therefore, I tried to guide them.
Yeah, yes.
But members saw as if I was going against them. But I saw it. Because you can see that it's only one petitioner who have just presented and others have just kept quiet. Reason, I don't know. Therefore, Mr. Chair, I want to tell them that whatever they were presenting here, what I expected as the senior most member in this assembly, is in every allegation there is proof beyond reasonable doubt by saying paper A is a member who went to this hospital. This is how she was treated. These are the receipts he paid. By bringing in the issue, for example, for Kisii County, if I were them, they ought to have tabled the letter they were alleging, that this is a letter that was written by a governor of Kisii County. It is there.
It's there.
Thank you. The issue of IRA, because they say they Googled, they ought to even to have given us, even to go ahead, even we know that the directors of the, and they have whatever may be questionable, if that is the issue. And if asked to table, they do it that. Because, what am I saying this? If you are given time as petitioners to present your case, and you think that you are going to be called, you know, first impression matters most in everything.
That is it, Honorable Muya.
Therefore, I don't want to go beyond there. So that's why you see even members. You can see for yourself.
Oh,
I don't want to go beyond there, but I want to say
Chair.
that what I've seen is not what I expect.
Order, Honorable Member.
Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Muya.
Kind
I want to just submit that I'll come to you, Honorable Amos, that the petitioners have clearly submitted the issue of sublimits, and the yardstick is on SRC, that SRC provides for this much, but they have given this much. We will look into that as a committee. So they guided by the member, there are serious issues to look into a petition, and we agree. Honorable Amos, can you?
Thank you, Chair. I just want maybe to give the petitioners assurance that we have a lot of confidence in what you presented before this committee. I want to say that they have done their best in terms of preparing this petition and also serving us with the documented evidence. You see, honorable members, I want us to understand them, because even going before the court of law, sometimes you prepare yourself and then the court will allow admission of new documented evidence. So let us not actually try to portray as if they have not met the threshold. But Honorable Chair, I want to say,
member, nobody has portrayed.
I withdraw.
Nobody has portrayed anything. We have sufficient evidence to that effect.
Thank you.
They have a very tangible
Chair, as I conclude,
submission.
Chair, I want to say that they have done their best, and based on what they have supplied, to justify the reason for them raising concerns in relation to the threatened. They have done their best to demonstrate that, as per their concerns, that one, they have no confidence in this insurance provider. They have supplied us with receipts.
Exactly.
You see? They were trying to demonstrate that this insurance provider cannot cover to the limit as it is provided for by the SRC. They have demonstrated that.
Exactly.
Well, I want to request, Chair, that maybe from their end, in this meeting that they had with His Excellency the Governor, before you went to His Excellency the Governor, did you make an attempt to see the CC in charge of this program, which I want to believe is the CC in charge of public service management? Apart from His Excellency the Governor, which other office did you raise your concerns with, so that we understand the effort that you made to resolve this issue? And again, you've said that I don't know at what point you had a request that you be involved in identifying who to provide this cover, and under which law that allows you to participate, because you mentioned something called public participation. Public participation is well spelled in law, but it has some limitation. In procurement, we have what we call competitiveness, you see? And also something called market survey. So maybe you try us to understand to what extent did you want to be involved? And yet the law does not allow you to be involved in selecting who to give the tender to.
Order, Honorable Member. How did you come up with that the law does not? There is a
Chair.
consumer law And I think they can,
Chair, maybe
they,
I
they
can
can
say-
table it.
Chair.
They can table it. Do not rule, honorable member.
Chair.
They can table it if that is the law. That
Chair.
you are being requested. Order, honorable member. I'm on the mic. I'll get back to you. So that you take note of those concerns from members. Take note of those concerns. Honorable Koreti.
I want to disagree with the honorable member that maybe they are not allowed to participate in maybe negotiating. They are the users, and these are the leaders. They are the unionists, and I know the work of the union is to defend and protect their colleagues, workers, and they've been given that mandate, and that's why they are given even chance to elect their leaders. So I want to appreciate them, Chair, for having it, seeing it best to come to this honorable house and bring their petition. It is a one way that they know the role of the county assembly. So because you have brought your submissions to us, definitely we are going to work on that. Yes. And at the end of the day, we shall require more information. And whenever the chair will request for more information, kindly furnish the committee with the same information. Because at the end of the day, this is going to be unveiled to the bottom of it, so that workers, we want workers who are motivated, ready to work, and give service to the people of Wasingishu. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. We are winding up.
Yeah, there is.
I'm giving them the response. I wanted the members to go.
There is something I forgot, Chair.
Yes,
But
honorable.
maybe
This.
I would like to know from the petitioners. From the petitioner's presentation, it seems that the company in question has breached the contract.
Yes.
It is a breach of contract. That is our major concern. And I want to believe if the adherence of that, if we find it later on, it can be something that it can be substantial, so that we get it from there. But you have no issue with the award? Do you have any issue of the award?
The process.
Do you have any complaint on the process of the awarding this company?
Chair, once more thank you. For those maybe honorable members who are not in when I was introducing myself, I'm Wangwero Hassan, the branch secretary, Kenya County Government Workers Union. Well, as a union, we have no any interest or personal interest with Trident. What we were doubting is, from onset, the type or nature of medical service they are providing to our members was our concern. Yes. And initially, after the Amana brokers were, the termination was on, the county government, they resorted to issuing commitment letters. So before having this contract with Trident. Then after the contract, the members or workers now started flocking in hospitals using the Trident. From day one, we started experiencing this problem of either the member is turned away because some of the details that insurance cover has not acquired from the employer, because the database was supposed to be sent to the medical. Secondly, because that hospital has not had an agreement contract with that medical facility. Why? And that's why we as a union, we decided to move with speed, because matters concerning health, vital. Why? We, first of all, as per the submissions, I don't know why lead of minority, I don't know if
through the chair, address the chair.
Through the chair, I
ask me that question.
Okay, through the chair, I don't know why Is it because of time why the lead of minority hasn't had those submissions and the evidences we have? Because every article we have raised, we have attached with either the annex or the evidence.
For your information,
yes,
that is his submission.
Yes.
And the committee has all the evidence with us.
Thank you.
Before us.
Thank you. And also, I would like to answer a question which was asked by one of the honorable members through the chair. As you know, I don't know if, because most of the time we have visited these hospitals, we have written letters in request of that information, because as per the law, the hospital says they cannot issue us with a list of patients who have visited that facility because of its confidentiality. So getting such an evidence, I don't know if it requires a law with this committee can go and request, because we have them. The list is there, but we cannot be issued because of ABC.
That is upon this committee. We have, when once received, we have that powers to request. Yes, and you must provide also those letters and those lists with us, so that we follow up with it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I would also like to request, if at all, pictorial evidences can be used in this, because we have photos which we took with His Excellency.
Much obliged.
We have them, if given time. You know, at times, learning is a process. This is our first time coming in this assembly. We didn't imagine that such information, we were having the information, but we didn't see it. It will be needed. So if we given time, we have all these evidences. All evidences that have been questioned by this house. We have them. If we shall request to the chair, you add us more time so that we can provide those evidences. We shall be most happiest people.
Thank you. And once you are appearing before this committee, we have a membership of over 12 members. And once you are coming, just make sure that progress, some delayed, because we have now informations of the letters you wrote to the governor, because of running them for all members. So when you are preparing, make sure that you have at least 12 or 13 copies of every item, so that it covers all the members.
Chairman.
Thank you. And also, just to
I'll come back to you.
Okay,
Finish,
okay. Just to
finish
finalize, we went ahead to get one of the workers who has been affected by this traded insurance company. We decided to come with her physically so that she can present her case. I don't know if it's admissible.
Today was the day of submitting a petition. We'll have a date. You register through the lead person should have registered as one of annexed. Certain persons of this name did this, so that we invite her on. We have 60 days, but we are trying to fix within 21 days. We have the report ready, because of the emergency it deserves. But we will be inviting those people. Now, we need the petitioners today. Now, those people will be providing evidence, will come immediately. We'll schedule time for them. We'll schedule time for them. In fact, even all the hospitals, everybody you've mentioned here, they'll have their time here.
Allow them freely. They are also free to tell you whom they want us to hear as their...
Yeah, I've asked them to list.
As their witnesses.
Yes, I've asked them to list.
So that it can be easy, maybe.
Yeah, submit the people you feel they'll assist this issue, this petition.
Chair.
Honorable Chepkonga.
Thank you.
Then we go to Honorable Shah.
Mr. Mukhwana. Mukhwana, thank you. I like the way you, and if you were leading this case, I would be the happiest person today. Now, Mr. Mukhwana, you will also help us now that we are in a learning process. Please tell us that patient Honorable Gilbert Chepkonga went to St. Luke on August 14th. with an infant, and they were turned away because of A, B, C, D.
Yes, Honorable Chepkonga.
And then, Honorable
we have asked them to list so that we give a day.
Point of order, Chair.
So that, Chairman,
Point of order, Chair.
now that you're opening a window
Point of order, Chair. Point of order,
witnesses,
Kindly.
Chairman,
Point of order, Chair.
if it is possible.
Honorable Goreti, just submit immediately.
Just a
Honorable
point of
Chepkonga.
order, Chair.
Thank you, Chairman.
Give you.
So
What is
that-
not out of order, Honorable Member?
Thank you, Chair. You know, it is very unfortunate for Honorable Chepkonga to tell the petitioners, I wish you were leading this group, because already they have their leaders. And you cannot underrate any leader who has come with them. They are all equal to the task. Thank you.
Honorable Member from Mainapkwe, can you withdraw?
And I
Just withdraw, Honorable Member.
Honorable Chair, I did
I'm
not
ruling
say,
from this desk. Can you withdraw?
I want to
Withdraw
qualify
and
that
proceed.
statement.
Withdraw and proceed,
I
Honorable
just
Member.
want to qualify that I said me.
Order.
I said
Order,
I am.
Honorable Member.
I would have been the happiest.
Order.
It's not for the purpose of the committee. It was
Order,
personal.
Honorable Member. Order.
It was personal, Honorable
Order,
Chair.
Honorable Member. Can you mute my mic? Honorable Goreti, order. Honorable Shah.
Thank you, Chair. First of all, I want to agree with honorable members, the other honorable members, that is including Honorable Amos, and you also, Chair, that you provide also another time, another chance for the petitioners if they will feel like, so that maybe they will come well prepared now that they have said this was their first time, and it is true, and they have tried. I can say they have tried. Honorable Chair, I'm saying that also because I had some questions to ask, but sorry, because I had to attend to another serious issue somewhere with my committee. That's why I stepped out for some few minutes. But some of the things that I felt like maybe asking the petitioners was they talked of on the issues of number 2, pre-authorization and communication to the insurance company by the service provider, that they usually take time. I don't know if there's a way that we can have one of the patients that maybe he or she visited to a certain facility and maybe she was not attended immediately because of that. If there's something like that that can support. Or also, what I can advise also, or it was another question that I wanted to ask the petitioners, was that how has it been, especially since you raised this issue, since you went for a strike? Is there any change from the provider or not? That's what I wanted to know.
Honorable Shannon,
Yes.
Honorable Member from Sergot, as soon as from 10th, they've given us details that some like Real have marched. They've engaged Real, the other arm of government has engaged Real on Trident. So there is some reaction after the 10th. But this is a matter that we are dealing with from 22nd when it was awarded to 10th. We will deal with the situation as it was then between 22nd and 10th. So you are valid to ask that. And I think you still have more questions? You can put
Yeah,
across.
some few questions, but I think that it's not a matter that they answer all of them. But when they will be coming back, in case they can still come and maybe answer. But now that we have answered that one, Chair, another issue that it was raised by the Chair before he was interrupted was the issues of the previous insurer, the company that it was there before. There was an issue. I don't know, as a unionist or maybe those who represent others, did you take any action that time, or you are comfortable with the services of the previous provider? Because the information that we got was that there was some complications. I have seen another table that one of the documents that you have presented, you have told us that the county had to use around 2,300,000 and something to pay because the other insurance company would not pay the amount that was supposed to pay as per the limit. Chair, I think for now I can say maybe if they answer those, I will be in a position to ask maybe in other questions in case, if time allows.
Thank you, honorable members. I want to wind up with honorable members so that if anybody is still with a consent, we can come to honorable Amos and then we come to honorable.
Thank you, Chair. I had stepped out briefly. I don't know whether they have answered on the question on how they wish to be involved.
They have answered?
They have answered that one.
Yes.
And again, what I'm trying to look in these documents, there is this document with list of Madison, NHIF, and Excrasha. I don't know, was this part of the evidence?
No.
And if it was part of the evidence?
No, it was handled by the vice chair before when you were out.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. Honorable Diaz.
Chairman, during the presentation, the chair of the delegation, we are being brought to the matter in Kisii from the senator. I don't know of what value will that, since that letter it is still under investigation. It is a matter that it is still under investigation, that it has not come to its conclusion to be used as a basis.
Honorable Chair, if that matter is pending before any court in Kisii, we will not handle that matter.
Okay.
It will be a life matter on in a court of law.
PSCC.
We will engage our operators for us to know the status. We will engage our operators. Honorable Chepkonga, do you still have a concern?
Thank you, Chair. You know, and the issue of a letter from Honyonga, Kisii, is not here or there. But they were trying to say the treatment is not good customer. They were just trying to say. And Chairman, the petition as presented by the petitioner's chairman is a very good petition. In fact, they are here to tell us what we know as the truth of what is happening. We did not come to Eldoret yesterday. We are members of this community and we know what treatment is doing. We know. But for us to prosecute that matter, Honorable Chair, we need evidence. And we told you the other day that you have prosecuted your matter. The matter has rested in the assembly, but it is now you to go back and bring us the evidence.
Thank you.
The lead person should be asking you, Chairman, for more time to go and prepare well. Because from my end, Honorable Chair, and I'm saying this with a lot of reservations because I'm seeing the Honorable Member from...
Do not anticipate their prayer.
Yes.
Let them bring their prayer.
I'm seeing the Honorable Member from Gusamba raising her hand.
Yeah,
but
order, Honorable Goretti.
Sometimes, Honorable Chair...
Allow Honorable Member from INAPCO to proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. That me, as a member of INAPCO, Olare Ward, I know that there are employees here in Uasin Gishu coming from INAPCO Olare Ward who they wish to be handled in a better way with this treatment company, Honorable Chair.
Oh.
So I'm not just here as a judge in this case, a determinant in this case, but I'm also a petitioner representing the people of...
Order. Order, I'm ruling that you are out of order, Honorable Member.
Please,
Honorable Bishop. Order, Honorable Bishop Konga. Your presentation has just ended. You are here as... Unless you declare interest. Can you get seated, Honorable Member? Get seated. Get seated, Honorable Member from Mosbridge. You'll be served, Honorable Member. Thank you, Honorable Member.
I can proceed, Honorable Chair?
No, you have been ruled out of order, Honorable Member. You have been ruled out of order, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Chair. One thing I want to say is we are grateful because of the petition you've brought. I know you are representing the many who need health services and that it should cover the needs that are required. I like the statement that you said that learning is a process and that you need at least time to go and get more evidence that is required so that we prosecute the matter. Chair, I believe, and I believe the committee will surely provide the needed direction after the whole ad hoc committee going through the same and giving us the report. We have faith in your committee, and I want to encourage the petitioners that your prayers to the committee, the assembly is able, and the committee is able to handle. And I believe the time you've requested, I request the chair to give you that time so that you provide more, and also ask more questions to the chair, what is required. As when they begin the work of prosecuting, then we'll be able to come to the point. Thank you very much, Chair. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chair. Let me give my vice chair, then we will come to the petitioners. Then
Maybe I say this, Chair.
Yes, Honorable Member.
I spoke that way because I'm also the chair for labor and gender social protection. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I want, Chair, we have had them, and we want a compiled more evidence in your petition. I've gone through these papers that you have given us, and I saw somewhere when you had a meeting, I think it was in June 2024, whereby the chairman regretted that members had gone through difficult times for the past 2 years due to service providers who were appointed through blah, blah, that. Now I feel, once bitten, somebody must be twice shy, Chairman. So I think these leaders of our staff, what they went through in the last 2 years, and that is why there is a report here showing that they were adding more money from what the insurance was paying for their patients. And in this matter, Trident came in, and immediately the same problem occurred. So I want you people to compile all your evidence from the inception of Trident so that we will have something tangible to ask those who issued Trident an opportunity to give us the services. We have seen the list of the hospitals they are covering. According to me, Chairman, when referral hospital is not there, I feel I am not secure, because even in the East Africa, the larger East African to even Burundi, Rwanda and Burundi, they come to Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital for medical. But when you get our people not getting that opportunity, and yet it is our own facility, then it makes me feel there is something wrong somewhere that we need to find out. So we want some more evidence from you to show that when you went to this hospital, your staff was told they cannot be given services in St. Luke Hospital, in Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, it's a government institution. And I believe when you go there, when you want services and they say it is not possible, one administrator will give you a reason to why you are not given services there. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chair. Now, the lead petitioner, I think you'll give your colleagues a chance if there is any who want to speak to a matter, but we are giving you that time to answer the few questions or the many questions, and then we will wind up our deliberations today.
Thank you so much, Chair. We are humbled, and I think we have taken all the sentiments that you've told us. Indeed, it is a learning process. I must admit that also time was short. Number two, kind of we underrated our writings. So let me give to members. If there's anybody with something, then I will wrap up.
Honorable Chair, I want to thank this committee for letting us in, and I wanted to answer a question a member asked. What happens when you are in a different county? And Chair, I must say that I'm affected. My spouse is working in another county, and when this list comes out, what we used to do, we used to receive letters from the county to go and to be treated. So you can imagine my spouse is in another county and they do not have an agreement with those hospitals. So it was very difficult. And when Trident is limiting us to certain hospitals, and we've demonstrated very well that other counties are, like example Kisii, are questioning the capacity of Trident. So I can imagine that county that my spouse is, where will she go for treatment? Because of course she will not be at home every other time. So I'm one concerned person as a unionist and as a worker that that question actually directly affects me. Thank you, Chair.
That is noted. That in a nutshell, you are saying that all people that have either their children outside or not within the county are suffering because of the limitations of the scope. Where you are away on duty in Mombasa and you cannot access medical services. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Chair. Also, as one of the beneficiaries of the Trident insurance cover, I'm affected in a way that my family resides in Kakamega County. It happens that my child went to a hospital. She was turned away because it's not being covered by Trident. So I was forced to pay cash in another private hospital. I have that evidence. And as I said during my submission, we didn't know that these small things we were hoping they are small are very big in such a house. So if given time, as we are going to request for that through our chair, we are going to provide those receipts physically. Also, we have those text messages that we've been sent by our good members, because most of the members, as we also presented this, are worried. They fear a lot. Most of them are willing to come in persons, but because they fear, if we request them coming, they say, no, I don't want, I'm hiding my identity. We don't know why. And we can say
no
that.
Problem. Let me assure you, we
Yes.
can provide evidence in camera. And it is how to be done.
That's what we are going to
There
tell
is how
them
to
when
be
we
done.
go back, so that they gain that confidence of giving out the evidence. Also, we as a union, just to testify that, since 10th, I have been receiving hidden calls. Others I decline, and those ones that I normally take, they are threatening. And you see, when somebody hides a number, you cannot know who is he or she. We have been receiving threatening calls as a union, and we don't take that as a light matter, because matters like this, you can end up losing life. So we also, through this, and also we have already reported this to the police station. We have occurrence numbers. But through this, we have also a right to say that, because this matter we are dealing with is a weighty matter, I don't know.
So kindly, if you have open numbers,
Yes.
you can table
Yes.
dates and time of call.
Yes.
That will, we have enough intelligence in this country
Okay.
to unearth
Yes.
those are small things.
Thank you.
So,
We also have those receipts, which I told you, a facility like MTRH, we have our workers who have paid cash through the e-citizen portal. We have those messages. We are going to provide them. Once more, through the chair, I will request, because I'm just reminding him, it's with him, we are going to request more time so that we can submit our evidences to build up the case. Thank you.
thank you. We've had you.
Thank you so much, Chairman and honorable members. I'm only pleading with this House that actually the issue we are raising is of pertinent importance to our workers. We have a lot. It's only that we didn't put them in order. For example, honorable member was asking which other offices did you consult? Actually, we have letters that we've written to the county secretary. Through the public service management team, we have sat with them severally. We have also called the owner of Trident, one called Lalji. We have engaged him, we have talked with him. Actually, we've done a lot. When you see us demonstrating or picketing, it is not that we have not done anything.
Maybe, Chair,
And
on that point of calling the Trident, what was the concerns raised and what was the answer that you were given? Maybe at that point.
actually, we went to the local office here, and the workers were very sincere to us. And they told us, sincerely speaking, Trident has got no capacity to deal with medical issues. They are very good in dealing with third-party motor vehicles insurance. That is exactly what we were told from the local office here, and we requested to be given the number for the owner, and he's called LG. So we were able to call him not once, not twice, but 3 times. And every time we call him, he promises to come. And he has come, he has met the management here, and he has avoided to meet us as the representative of the workers.
You
So
called him, he came.
he came, but not to come and attend to us. He went to the government and he met the management.
Okay.
And now we were just told that he came and he went. He never bothered to come and...
At that point, which office told you that he came?
No, it
Office
is
of
through...
the County Secretary, PSM?
No,
or
it
office
is
of
through
the-
our intelligence.
But
We at least we were able to...
you see, what we are trying to establish is facts.
Yes.
That you said he came and he met with county officials.
Yes.
Which specific office did he went to?
Is it which office, Winnie? The county secretary?
Through the chair,
Yes.
he came and he went to the governor's office.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him coming because I was in the office. I was outside the office. I saw him coming.
But you're not sure
what,
with the
what we
agenda.
want us to be available for that.
I
Order,
think,
order,
Chair,
honorable members.
Chair, on that,
Order, let me rule something, honorable member.
Before you rule, I just wanted to assist you somewhere so that maybe on that one, if you can get the date,
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
it will
what
assist
thank
us
you, honorable member.
because we have the CCTV.
Thank
Just
you.
the date.
The date is
and
it
time.
Was, it was on 9th in the
Just
morning.
record the date and
9th
time.
September. Yes, before. No, September before the demonstration. So I thought, even I called the chair and the secretary. I told them to just hang around because I've seen Lalji came to the governor's office. Maybe they will call us. We waited up to 1, but Lalji came out alone and went.
How did you identify that it is Lalji?
I
Is
know
Lalji?
him. I know him.
You know Lalji?
Yes, you
Very good.
honorable chair.
Thank you.
Since
Thank
then,
you.
has there anything changed since you went to that office? In
Actually-
terms of services?
Actually, there's nothing.
Nothing.
There is nothing except the addition of the real that we had said.
Thank you.
Something that to note, Chairman, is that we visited some offices and they are saying this thing is way above. So,
Above or below?
Chair,
No.
I'm sorry to say this. I want chairman to avoid hearsay and anything
that
that
is-
doesn't have evidence,
Yes.
because we are unanswered. It is good when we say something that you can substantiate
Yes.
when somebody asks you to.
Thank you,
So
madam.
please avoid that.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I
thank you,
oblige.
honorable.
And chair.
So, maybe
Order, honorable members. Can you submit so that
let me just finish.
Only one.
we are live, so we must
Only
substantiate.
one. Only one.
Honorable DS, please, and summarize. We
Yes,
want
let
to-
me just
Only
finish. Somebody talked about vested interest.
It is a name that has been put across. Honorable Chair, allow me.
Yes, DS.
Yeah,
Are you on a point of order or you are only on once?
Allow me, Chair, to maybe to be clarified something. There is a name that has been talked about so much, and I am concerned about what was the real thing that the union members were going to seek from the governor. For the governor to influence the process, or for the governor to do what?
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's why I want to talk with a lot of respect and a lot of humility, is that we have engaged those offices.
Yes.
And actually none of them
What was
would.
your prayer there?
Our prayer was the workers need an effective medical cover. They need to be attended.
That's enough.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Chair, before you conclude, sir, what of the, in your petition, you said we engaged verbal communication with the public service management leadership. Which one, which office is that, which leadership is that?
That is the Chief Officer, Public Service Management, the CEC, Public Service Management,
Do you
and
have
the
the
Human
dates?
Resource.
Do you have the dates with you?
Actually, it is uncountable, if I can
No,
say.
the
We engage them on a day. We talk actually on a daily basis with them.
Now, at that point, I'm sure in that forum, you raised the very issue that you've raised before us.
Yes.
What was the answer that you were given?
Promises.
That they will
act.
They will act. And the others just.
Yes.
You are Gift Real alone.
Yes.
Out of a number of promises that they
Yes.
gave you.
Yes.
But members, let us allow him to wind up.
So, honorable member was asking about whether we have a facility that is will be able to cater for dependents outside Wasingishu. So, to answer that is actually if we are not able to get from these bigger facilities, so it is only God who can tell us whether we shall be able to get it outside.
Thank you.
Because these major facilities are not included here. So outside, I'm almost sure it will be nil. The list of patients, I think you have said, if given time, we can produce. And again, it is still in its earliest stages, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
So the cries are growing every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honorable members and petitioners. I want to just inform you that you have enough time for this petition, and I will read for you that whether a petition is committed to a sectoral committee or a committee, the committee shall in not more than 60 calendar days from the time of committal, respond to petitioner by way of report addressed to the petitioner or petitioners and laid on the table of the assembly, and no debate on or in relation to the report shall be allowed, but the speaker may in exceptional circumstances allow comments, observations in relation to the petition for not more than 20 minutes. That is when the results is out. But for your information is that as soon as it was committed to the committee of the House, it has 60 live days of calendar days. So we have still time to do that for the sake of interest of the people of great people of Wasingishu, and for the sake of facts and truth, as sworn in, as you took your oath. We'll address all matters that has come before this committee in a serious note. We'll engage our researchers, we will engage other entities, we'll engage the executive arm of government, we'll engage those hospitals, we'll engage the patients on their dates as when you submit. So we will also ask the people of Wasingishu to be patient and give us enough time to look into this matter so that we get it right once and for all, and they'll enjoy the services, medical services in this county. Thank you, honorable members. I want to close. What is burning, honorable member?
Chairman, you know, with the petition, they asked us to expedite with most urgently. Now, perhaps if we are too urgent, you could advise us that we work with the standing orders. We work within the limits of 60 days. You know, we are good with that, Honorable Chair. So that after this, they are the ones who will say that we are dragging it. So it should come from them that let us work with us with the standing orders.
Thank you, honorable member. We're in tandem, and we want to ask you directly, how soon will you serve this house with all the communication you have asked you to provide, the tangible evidence on matters? How soon?
also sought for another second appearance to present.
We are in agreement that 1 week will do us good.
1 week?
1 week.
We will communicate.
Yes.
To you. You communicate to us when you are ready, and we will communicate to you our availability.
Thank you.
In our a very busy calendar
Thank
as a house. So, would you mind appearing again?
We shall come. We shall.
Okay. Thank you. Honorable members.
Maybe to...
When they come again next time, Honorable Chair, prepare your list of witnesses whom you would wish to face us.
Yes.
Just prepare the list so that the chair with the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. We are guided. So, as soon as we give you the dates of appearance, make sure that we have the information 7 days before then, so that we execute it, we do our research, and we come and execute the matter once and all. Because we need to invite other entities that are touched by this matter. Thank you. This meeting stands adjourned until a later date. Thank you, and God bless you. Members remain behind for housekeeping. Thank you, honorable members.